Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As you can see by the title of today's video, we're here to show you my first game on the brand new best lockdown build in NBA 2K22 Next Gen. The glitched out 6'9" that has 6'7" stats. I mean, this stuff is crazy, bro. It's really the best build in the game if you ask me in terms of the lockdown or big man spot. So granted, we are playing some bad players here. You can see 35 win percentages, 97 overall, all types of stuff like that. Me and my boys are playing on either 90s, 88s, or 87s, straight out the rebirth, simple as that. So understand, yes, I'm showcasing in a bad situation. We are playing against some bad players. You're gonna see in the next game, we're also playing against some people that have low win percentages, albeit they're like level 39 instead. But either way, I just want to showcase what this build is capable of in terms of passing lanes, on-ball defense, craziness, and just in general, kind of this lineup too. Now, I'm coming out here, again, with like 7 defensive badges. But that's pretty much the entire squad right now. We all got like 7 defensive badges, 7 shooting badges, 7 playmaking badges, 7 finishing badges, simple as that, right? We're all pretty well-rounded builds. The only one that isn't is Kitchen. He's on his new lockdown build for Pro-Am, 6'5", really good defense, really good shooting, really good playmaking as well. Doesn't have much finishing, but either way, me and Tonic are on builds that have like 18 plus in each category. I will show you guys at the end of the video what the build is looking like, so just stay tuned for that. But again, I just want to showcase the fact that me and Tonic are both on this glitched out 6'9" build. It moves ridiculously well too. I really do think this is gonna be something that could revive 2K. This by far feels like something that could dominate at the lockdown and the big man position. Really, you could run 2 of these and play sides. It's very reminiscent to the 2K20 meta, where you could run like a 6'8" pure lock and a 6'9" like big man on the backside. And it also reminds me really heavily of the finisher that I had back in 2K20 as well. Really good finishing, really decent playmaking ability as well, with 75 ball handle, 70 speed with ball, really good defense, as if I can't stress that enough. And then on top of that too, I still even have 77 3 ball and 80 mid range for the Hall of Fame sniper as well. I feel like this is by far one of the best builds in the game just overall. And again, at the lockdown and the big man spot, it really has to be top tier. I will say it's hard to beat the power of those super tall bigs when it comes to the actual big man spot, but the mobility of this build, the finishing, the shooting, the playmaking, everything that goes into this being so well rounded is ridiculous how well it moves on defense and on offense. And man, I gotta say, I mean, everything to do with this, the jump contest, the just interior defense contest, everything to do with being super fast, whether it's O or D, shooting. I mean, again, I can't stress enough how well rounded and how well this build actually plays. This little 10-second clip right here, perfect example. Tonic misses a passing lane right there, ends up recovering, boom, goes back to it, plays another passing lane. I'm out on the break right here. Nobody's fast enough to keep up or big enough to keep up on the interior as well. And then boom, just like that, we're out on the break once again. Again, all 3 of us have really good defense. We can all rotate. Tonic playing for the lanes, doesn't get it. But either way, I'm holding 2 almost, like literally in every situation that I'm playing off ball. You can make so much impact in these passing lanes. Look at that. Tonic over here again, playing 2. Albeit pretty bad spacing, if we're being completely honest. He ends up trying to corner fade right there. I grab the O board to go back up with it with like 25 close shot or something like that too. I mean, it doesn't matter. We missed out on a lot of attributes on this build, but they're all ones that really don't even seem to matter in the game. Standing dunk, for the sake of dunking wide open, or close shot, for the sake of finishing wide open as well, it's not necessary. And again, if you have shooting, you don't really need it. Also, Kitchen with a nasty bump steal right here. You can see this is where just good players show themselves. So in this situation where there's not a lot of good spacing, and you can see I'm fronting the corner, I'm just completely showing out this corner, and if he cuts, then I'm there for it. If he passes him the ball right here, I can easily jump and contest it, or even just be there for the contest anyway. So Kitchen knows I'm boxing his right side off, and then boom, if he goes to the left just like that, bump steal, easy. Now, I will say there is a lot of reason to have those things that I mentioned before this. So like close shot and standing dunk, there is plenty of reason to have those. If you're a taller big, you can dominate with those. And I'm still going to be using that exact same build when it comes to Pro-Am. I mean, those 7 threes are dominant at what they do. Offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding, shot blocking, interior contesting. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's very dominant at what you want it to be. But this right here is so well rounded. Everything to do with it, having 2 of them is just glitchy. And again, speed, 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 fast break. It's ridiculous how fast you are for being 6'9". 79 speed on this build. It's not even supposed to happen. It literally is a glitched build. It's actually like breaking the game to an extent. And you can see right here, 21-0. Now, I'm going to be showing another 21-0 in this gameplay as well. Real quick though, you can see 1 foul. We didn't really reach all that much in the first place while still having 5 steals. These dudes could literally only get 5 shots off in the first place, and also just had 5 turnovers with our 5 steals. So as you can see, they're not really even able to get open. Again, I do want to reiterate, the people that we played in both these gameplays aren't exactly the best. You can see again, 30 win percent right here. I mean, these people are not that great. However, they do still have pretty decent builds. 96, 99, 99. You can see we got a couple level 33s and 39s on the list as well. I mean, overall, the guy that I'm matched up on happens to just not be that good. Now, that doesn't mean everybody on their team is horrible, and this is what I don't like about the whole win percentage thing, is it only shows you and your matchup. I wish it showed everybody on the court. It'd be very nice to know, and really, it would give me more credibility in terms of if I know whether these should be videos or not. And again, I'm not displaying this to be showing as if we're beating some comp or beating some really good people. At the end of the day, we're sitting here on a couple 89 and 88 and 90 overalls with like 7 badge points apiece, but anyway, they end up fouling us on the break. Kitchen gets a wide open shot off this bronze brick wall right here. He ends up missing, but I get this really good rebound animation right there. This will happen just off me having so much mobility, having so much speed and vertical, and it's still pretty decent rating. I do only have the 81 offensive rebound, but it's still goal rebound chaser off my defensive rebound. Right here, you're gonna see, look at this. I mean, this is insane that I even get a contest in the first place. From this perspective right here, boom, 11% contest. He even earlies it too. If he held on to that longer, I probably would have got a decent contest on it even more, but either way, out on the break a little bit. I end up screwing up my lane on that though, and then Tonic's not open off this. Tries to go into the hoop. You can see nothing there, but again, O board, out on the 3, green. Simple as that. So while we're letting the game play out, I want to talk about a couple situations that you might be in with this build. So whether that be 2v2, 3v3, pro-am, whatever the case may be. First of all, I want to talk about pro-am. This is 100% going to be the best build in the game for a lot of people in the 4 spot, at that power forward spot. Now, I think personally, this could even still be an elite 3 where you're playing as a lockdown spot. And for some people, they might end up having like a hybrid lock between the two where he can play good defense and be the spot up on the hash. Some people have a designated hash guy where they're going to have him there, and then they actually have a real lock at the 3, so they don't have room to really run this type of build at the 3. But I gotta say, at the 3 and the 4, this is a dominant build to be playing in the pro-am with. And then for 2s, you could really run 2 of these things if you ask me. Play with one at the point guard and one with the big man. And just like that, you're having really elite defense that you can play size on in all aspects. You have really good double ISO ability with both these builds right here. And then boom, just like that, you can both shoot, you can both handle the ball, you can both dunk, you can both defend, literally everything. The only thing you'd have problems with is probably an inside post scorer who's just dominating on the interior. Overall, I just wanted to show the ability of some of these builds right here where you're going to see me and Tonic pinch this. Boom, I go for the steal just like that. I just wanted to show how great this build actually is with the 90 steal rating at 6'9", which is freakish, and we are going to show those ratings as well in just a second here. But with that, I just wanted to talk about the lineup, the power of running it on 3v3, 2v2, pro-am. Again, I feel like we displayed it pretty well in this game right here on 3s where you can run 2 of them, have them both at the 2 and the 3 spot, and just harass and play with a taller guard, and just like that. I mean, you have everything locked up. Nobody really goes for interior scoring in the first place in 3s, so to have this mobility and this type of just all types of versatility on your lineup is crazy. And again, I've been someone who hasn't really touched a lot of shooting builds in this game. I can show you guys, I had a couple jumpers in this run. I probably went like a total of 3 for 5 or 4 for 5, whatever the case was. But either way, this is still a very good shooting build. Has Hall of Fame sniper, 22 shooting badges. That's what both me and Tonic ended up deciding on. Boom. I mean, I can't stress enough. It's so nice and versatile. And you can see these dudes have pretty much given up on the game. It is what it is. I, again, didn't want to put too much emphasis on the gameplay itself. I will show that we played a couple decent people, though, real quick. You can see right here we played in 99 and 95, both level 40s, double level 40s at that, 70 win percent. I mean, it's not great. And then we played with, they were playing with a level 4, 87 overall. That's part of the reason I didn't want to show this one. On top of that, it was a pretty long gameplay, 8.5 minutes long. I've been trying to make my videos a little bit shorter lately, and overall, the whole 22-0 thing for both those games kind of looked pretty cool, so I just wanted to stick with that. Again, I will try and bring more comp when it comes to this build and how I'm playing against people with it, because I absolutely do want to showcase that. In this one right here, I actually had a nice little pick and pop. You're going to see this situation right here where, boom, I'm going for that pop slip. I see this guard is chasing super hard, wide open by miles. And I got to say, you do get some pretty good jump shot speeds on this one too. The speed on it, it goes to 4 ticks, I think, instead of like 3 that you would get with the super tall big man. So it is really nice, the jump shooting with this. And again, I can't stress enough, like defense, finishing, playmaking, everything. The list goes on and on. It's so nice to have. And you know, even right here, a nice little display of defense. Tonic plays some inbound D, going for the interception. Boom, I got him on the break. He doesn't end up dunking this. He ends up getting contested from behind. They're out in the fast break. You can see right here, I don't know how in the world this is a 22% contest right here, bro. I'm telling y'all, this build is glitching the game insanely. This cannot be a 22 right here. That's insane. And the wingspan in the perimeter defense is ridiculous for how tall you are. It still gets a really high intimidator as well. I don't even have it that high in this video. I probably have it on like bronze for all the games that I played. But either way, the fact that this is a 22 contest right here is insane, and I still grab the rebound off of that as well. That's really just truly crazy. Another game that we played as well, I really didn't want to show this one because we were fouling like crazy, and again, another tough game from Kitchen. I mean, it is what it is. He's on a guard that doesn't have a lot of ratings. It's going to be hard, but either way, a lot of fouls. I didn't want to show this one. It just took way too long. The gameplay just, again, way too long. And right here, though, you can see we had 7 steals. I had 3 lane steals. Tonic had a block and 2 steals. Kitchen also had 2 steals. And I'll just go ahead and show the credentials on this, though. I mean, again, it's just some 34% dudes. So, again, don't want to be showing all this complete lame BS gameplay and stuff like that. But anyway, back to the build real quick. I lied. One more clip. I want to show the power of Hall of Fame interceptor and 90 steal rating. I mean, this is crazy. I'm baiting the inbound. You can see I take the step back. This is what I love to do. I did it last year in a lot of next-gen gameplay on 21, where I had the Hall of Fame interceptor, and you can see, bait it. I just take a step back, let him think that he's open, and then boom. I just absolutely lurk the mess out of it. This build can get so many steals. It's insane. All right, so here we are in the builder. I will explain to you guys that you do want to use metric system to do so, and it's very complicated. You actually have to create one of these builds right here at shooting guard, 6'3", 220 on the weight, make him burly. It's really just inexplicable and stupid how it is to set up. So if you want to check that out, I made a video on how to do it. It was a couple days ago. Feel free to check that out on my channel as well. But anyway, 6'9", 202 on the weight. You can see this is actually 6'8" 3/4. So we are in the Imperial system right here, which just shows 6'9" versus, like, you know, the 2.05, which is what the height actually is. So anyway, I just want to quickly showcase to you guys what the ratings actually are that you can achieve with this. So what you're probably going to want to do is drop your weight down to like 190 or so, where you don't lose any types of speed or anything like that. So with this, you can see you are 6'9" with 90 perimeter defense and 90 steal rating. That is literally unbelievable, and I'm going to show you what a regular 6'9" has instead of this one. But also, a couple things I do want to point out before we go to that 6'9", you just take a look at the vertical, defensive rebound rating, the O-board, all types of stuff like that, the driving dunk. So again, here is the file of the one that we're talking about. I'm going to create a new one for an actual shooting guard at 6'9", not the glitched metric build that, again, just has all types of inexplicable, just crazy things to explain on how to set it up. So again, we're just going to go ahead and go with the 190 and make it the max wingspan, 7'7", just like that. You can see the max perimeter defense rating that we can have is an 86, and the max steal rating that we can have is an 82. The defensive rebound rating is literally 9 lower. You can see the speed isn't too far off. It's literally 78 instead of 79. It's not that big a deal, but the vertical rating does achieve 3 lower on the maximum rating you can get it. And again, driving dunk, you can only get 89 on this regular 6'9" build right here. The other one literally gets 98. That's insane, bro. That's so crazy to me that this build is even a thing. And again, it's read as 6'9". It is, again, 6'8" 3/4, so it's pretty much just right there on the 6'9". It's just a smidge too short. All right, so now quickly, I just wanted to show you guys what I had upgraded for the build in this video. So you can see I had 92 driving dunk, 75 ball handle, 70 speed with ball. I did only have 60 pass accuracy. I definitely upgraded that eventually as I achieved more attribute caps and stuff like that. But either way, 66 interior defense, 85 perimeter D, 90 steal, which I definitely wanted. And I gotta say, I am in love with 90 steal rating. I haven't even had it yet this year. On my 6'6", I only upgraded to 86, and that's very unfortunate. I'll be real with you guys. That's very unfortunate. Hall of Fame interceptor is built different, bro. It's insane how good that is, as well as just, again, 90 steal rating is insane too. So I do apologize to anybody who I set up with that build with only 86 steal rating. It's really unfortunate. It is still a decent build. It's actually still pretty good, I would like to say, but that is one part of it that I really wish I could take back, is the steal rating at 90. That's absolutely something you should achieve in this game. I upgraded it to 89 block rating. I did only have 81 offensive rebound in this run too. Also, in case anybody wants to duplicate the ratings that I created with mine, you're first and foremost going to have to check out the other video that I made, because you're going to have to set it up with this exact layout where, again, this is metric. I'm not on metric right now, but you need to set it up to where it's 2.05 and reads as like 100 something kilograms of weight, whatever the case was that I set it up with. But anyway, 7'7" wingspan, 6'9". It's not actually 6'9" and 7'7" wingspan. I do want to once again explain that this is in the metric. You have to watch that video and see how I set it up. But anyway, I ended up with 15, 22, 18, and 35, 93 driving dunk, 77 three-pointer. I had enough for Hall of Fame sniper, 70 pass accuracy for the silver bullet passer. I will say it would be nice to have gold, but I don't think it's really necessary with the way I want to play with this. But either way, maybe it comes back to hurt me. I don't know yet. I don't really care about free throw. I'm not planning to run any pro-am or rec with this. If you want to upgrade your free throw, it probably isn't that hard. You could literally just drop your vertical by a little bit and maybe, you know, drop your block by 1. You would lose the Hall of Fame intimidator, but I don't even know if I'm going to end up running that. And this is a pretty expensive attribute rating that you could take down. So all things said, it's not that hard for you to budget this stuff, and really you could just take your driving dunk down 1. You can still have the elite contact dunk packages by having 92. So it would be pretty manageable to upgrade free throw if you wanted to use this in the Pro-Am. And I will say, this is a pretty good Pro-Am build. It's going to be, actually, I'm selling it short by even just saying pretty good. It's going to be the best 4 you could possibly bring into the game at Pro-Am. It's as simple as that. And it's insane. And really, I will say, with the way that we're going to run our team, it's going to be the best thing we could run for the 3 and the 4. And ideally, I would like to have another one of these at the 5 for defense, but offensively, it's just not big enough. It's not tall enough. You can't mash on the interior like you would with 7-3 or a 7-2. And the offensive rebound rating and just the ability to grab offensive boards isn't exactly there. It's not as good as a 7-3 or a 7-2 would be needed for the sake of Pro-Am. So anyway, these are the exact ratings I set it up with. I get the slash takeover, I get lock, rim, glass, standard stuff, but either way, pretty simple. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on the noties, all that good stuff. And like always, try to 1,000 likes. If you made it to the end of the video, put 6-9 in the comments to show support man all the way through. Again, if you guys want to check out the video that I uploaded on how to set it up like this, it's titled the 6-9 build that will break NBA 2K22 Next Gen. The truth to it is, it might be the build that actually saves it. We do need some good defense in this game, and I'm not gonna lie, whether it be through passing lanes or on-ball steals, whatever the case may be, we need it, to be honest with you. So again, this builds versatility and how well it can play perimeter D and how fast it is for how tall it is, and the versatility on the rebounding, shot blocking, stealing, perimeter D, interior D, the list goes on, and the versatility that it still has in the ball handle, speed with ball aspects. It can still shoot the ball reliably, still has Hall of Fame sniper, still has contact dunk packages. I mean, this build does it all, and it's so beautiful. So other than that, like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed, and feel free to check out the other video of how to set this up. Other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed. Take it easy, man. Peace.